Okay, new topic. Very different. What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten in Taiwan?
Ooh.
It's called caagui. And it's made of acao.
So it's a kind of vegetable, no? It's not meat.
Kind of a jelly thing, and it's so weird. I just about bit in it and I spit it out.
Okay. What does it taste like?
Like really? Can I say that?
Well, you just did. What about the union?
I think the one thing that is most weird or special I have eaten in Taiwan is not super common, but it's, well, from all the people that mentioned this, it's quite common for all the people, especially who live in the mountains, but it's not something you will find everywhere in Taipei or in cities. It's the fried cicadas, fried kind of big insects.
Is that the crickets we had in Macau?
Crickets, fried crickets or cicadas, yeah. It's huge, it's fried, you can still see the hair on the insect kind of thing. It's like, it looks really gross, and the taste is...
You have eaten that?
Yeah.
You do?
I just did it because I'm friends with him. Otherwise, I would never do it.
I did it as a challenge first.
But I have to say, it's like it's fried to the point where you only taste the fried stuff. It's like the driest fried thing you've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
I would still say you can taste a taste that you have not eaten before, and that must be the taste of insect in general. It's not bad, but the fact that it's completely new in your taste buds is just very strange.
I know the feeling. I traveled to Taiwan last week, if I haven't said that. And then they gave me like fine dining Aboriginal food.
Okay.
And one of the dishes there was snail pumpkin soup. And,
what a mix.
And it tasted pumpkin mixed with something I had never tasted before, which was snails. So I understand your explanation of the feeling.
You can't say it's bad, I guess, but it's just very strange when you taste a new taste for the first time. Because when you grow up, you already have an experience of most of the things that exist, you know.
I'm so shocked by your both.
God. Maybe you're about to be even more shocked. Have you ever heard about the Isopod ramen?
Isopod ramen, no.
Do you know what an isopod is?
No.
Okay.
Do I want to know?
No, you don't want to know. You might want to close your eyes for this one. This is the new biggest thing in Taiwan right now.
Oh, yeah, I saw the news.
So what really bothered me, I mean, it doesn't really bother me too much, but I was reading this from CNN, and it's Taipei's hottest new menu item is a 14-legged crustacean, whatever that is. And they're making this look like Din Tai Fung, you know? If someone just like scrolling up like Taiwan food, they see one article with Din Tai Fung and they see one article with this.
They're turning their back on Taiwan immediately.
Yeah, because we can all agree that this is weird even in Taiwan by Taiwanese standards.
This is very weird.
It cannot be a thing that like Taiwanese people
want.
Like, because I've seen this like lobster ramen and like just seafood ramen. So, I mean, I saw this other photo first, and it's like I thought it was like AI generated. You know, I thought it was like fake.
Yeah, I think what's very special about this dish is that nobody knows about this animal. It looks like this animal coming from Jurassic Park. You know,
yeah.
That's 10 million years old. So actually, this still exists. It's a kind of lobster, I guess, in the very broad family of things. But it's so weird. But actually, I believe some further news mentioned that the government or health authorities encourage not to eat this because it has a high level of toxins and bad things in the body. It should not be eaten, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And should we take this to another level?
If you can.
So this, I don't even know where this was. This was it was called like Brother Ramen restaurant somewhere. From my understanding, only one restaurant in Taiwan who were doing this. And for everyone watching outside of Taiwan, this is weird, even for us. But then there was a restaurant in Unlin who said, wait a minute, we can do better than this. And you can get frog ramen.
Okay.
In Unlin, apparently.
But I can ask you, right? It's in France, you eat frogs, right?
People eat frogs in France. I have never eaten frogs. I guess it depends on people, like different families, different education. I think this frog, I don't even know how frogs are in France, the ones that people eat, but I feel it should not be huge and entire.
I'm grossed up. I'm just facing this way right now. I'm so grossed out by this. I hate frogs. I hate frogs.
All I know, they taste like chicken. That's what everyone says.
That's what everyone says, yeah.
I have actually had frog, but it was like, imagine like a pad thai with meat. And then they like, oh, it's frog. Oh my God, you just ate frog. But like, you don't see the frog when you're eating it. And I feel like that's a huge difference. Seeing that and tasting it, you know. Even like these fishes that get served like whole on a soup, that like, even that makes me feel like, is it really necessary to like keep the head, you know, and like the outside of the fish?
I don't even know about France, so I'm not sure, but the difference between frogs and toads, right? Toads is like the ugly kind of frog.
And frog is the beautiful kind of frog.
But like this must be like, this is a huge toad, you know, that looks a little bit scary as well with those white eyes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like in the West, we are not often eating animals as is.
Yes.
You wouldn't see like an entire animal in your plate. Maybe fish is an exception, maybe. But even fish, I think what I had in France is always like a cube, a piece of fish. In Taiwan, it's more accepted that fish or other animals, that it's entire, like shrimp.
Yeah. They always have the whole animal, like, you know, the pig head you can order in some restaurants? That's just a pig head.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, I was in Taiwan this weekend. Everything happens in Taiwan. I'm such a hypocrite, you know, because like we had like the pig experience. This is amazing.
I mean, I know the taste. The taste is amazing.
Yeah, the taste is amazing.
But I feel always sad that it's a display of a dead animal. I don't get the point of displaying it. Like it's dead and I'm putting it in your plate. I feel like
we should,
I don't like that.
For the record, Aki is vegetarian.
Okay.
So she's definitely on your side on this one.
I'm okay with that. My father is from Greece, and they always have a barbecue, and they put the whole lamb over the fire.
Oh, really?
Yes, and they eat everything, even the brain of the lamb. So I've grown up to see that. I see that all the time.
Yeah.
So I think it's just for convenience that they do that. Convenience, not just to show the animal, but because you eat the whole part of it, so you just cook the whole thing together.
Yeah,
I think
true.
it has something to do with
But
that.
it's also like, I made a video with Wes Davies, the Canadian YouTuber, and we went to a night market somewhere, and then like the head is like the dish. It's like, I forgot the fish now, but it's one of these like bigger fishes that is like big. And like it's the fish head soup.
Yeah.
Which is like the thing. And I'm like, really? It's like so unnecessary, you know?
Yeah, someone explained that to me, because the cheeks have a really soft meat of the from the fish head, and also you can eat the brain and stuff. And there are some organs like the throat. They're a delicacy.
Okay.
So
within the head, there are multiple parts that taste different and people enjoy.
So still can see that point they have.
You know, in France, there's a lot of kids who believe that the fried fish, like the fish covered in like this yellow fried thing, they believe that the fish are actually like this. They have never seen they don't make the link.
Oh, like the pan fried fish.
Fried fish, yeah. They don't make a link between the actual fish swimming and that thing.
That's just bad education.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, no, but I agree because like in school too, like we also get the same, probably the same French fish in the Swedish schools, and it's just like fried in a certain way, right? And like I got so much like shit from my Taiwanese classmates because I don't know anything. I did not know the difference between beef and pork before coming to Taiwan. Like, but you're vegetarian. Don't look at me like this.
But I know it. Come on.
Because in Sweden, it's like I mean, when I say Sweden, I mean my parents and my school. Those are the only two different kinds that has fed me for my first 15 years, right? But it's never like, are we gonna have beef tonight? Or we're gonna have like pork. So it's gonna be like we're gonna have a dish. We're gonna have like spaghetti and meat sauce. And then the meat sauce would have, I don't even know, one of them inside, right? And then it was called something else, like a steak. Like, I don't know if it's a pig steak or a cow steak. It's like a steak. You know, some steaks look like this, some steaks look like that. I don't know. And then I came to Taiwan and they served like, maybe it's like a German thing. Like I guess it's pork that is like pan fried, just like these fishes. Which like a little like like crusty.
You mean like
top.
Zupai or Schnitzel? Or
yeah, like
something?
chupai, like a chupai that looks very similar to the fish steaks that we have in Sweden, like that. So I was just like, actually, this is like the best fish I've ever had. and my classmates is like, what are you talking about? It's like, yeah, this is weird. Like I had this growing up in Sweden, but this tastes like so much better, and we get it with like meat sauce too. It's like perfect. Like, why haven't I had this before? And then they're like, you do realize that just because it's made this way as a chupai does not mean that only fish can be done this way. Yeah. But I'm like, I've never seen like meat that way before. So yeah, that's like my background, where I come from, which is why we don't make food videos here on this channel. Thank you all so much for watching. That was everything we had to talk about today, but if you have any more news or updates or anything else Taiwan related that you may or may not want to hear some foreigners' opinions about, please do reach out to our social media or just leave a comment down below and maybe we'll talk about that in the next episode. But if you cannot wait until then, you actually have another video right here and another one right here, which you both can watch right now. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both and see you all in the next one.